Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this video is for all those who have played Baldur's Gate 3, in the process of playing Baldur's Gate 3, and if consider wanting to go and give it a go, then again this one's for you. Now I do need to obviously disclaimer for those who haven't completed the game. There will be spoilers, as in characters you may not have come across as of yet. So I give you this warning now, spoilers. So be warned. If you obviously haven't and you don't want to get the game spoiled, go back, play the game, and then come back and check out this video afterwards. And everything will make a bit more sense. So this one is, I heard a rumour on the grapevine that Baldur's Gate is going to be turned into either a live action TV series or a film. D&D films in the past have not had the greatest of receptions, especially for those who are diehard fans of the game. I've been playing D&D on and off since I was about 12 years old, so 30 plus years. Obviously I'm not going to go, well, you all know how old I am roughly anyway, so like 30 odd years, 38 years ago, I started playing, and it just takes you away to another place. It's great. Mrs. Wayno's played it. She's currently playing Baldur's Gate Baldur's Gate 3 I should say, at the moment, as well as I am. I'm on the verge of completing it, but she's still halfway through, so it's I've deliberately tried not to spoil things for her so she can experience it like I have done. So what I've done is I've tried to compile a list of all sort of the main characters, so the main companions, some additional people with it, and also then obviously like the bad side and all that sort of thing. So the video is going to be split into two. So today I'm just going to go through the companions who I personally think would make fantastic if they were to turn it into a live action film, TV show, whatever. So without a shadow of a doubt, again, forewarned, spoilers. So the first one is Astarion. So Astarion, the thief or rogue, as you want to call him. Now, he is voiced by a gentleman called Neil Newbon, and he, at the Game Awards back at the end of 2023, Baldur's Gate 1 Best Game of the Year. I think it walked away about 5 awards, and one of them was Best Voice Actor, which was for Neil Newbon. Now, thinking about this, I thought, I don't know potentially who could play Astarion apart from Neil Newbon, and I think he would be absolutely fantastic. He's got the great voice. Obviously there will be photographs that you will see of these people, so if you if you think, oh, where do I know that name from, obviously you'll see the picture. So my choice for Astarion would be Neil Newbon, because I don't think anyone else can do it better than the voice of Astarion in the game. So number 2 is Gale, the Wizard of Waterdeep. Waterdeep, yes. So I've actually put down 2 people for this, so because I couldn't decide which would be the best one, so it would be good to get your take on what you think. So the first one is Nicholas Hoult. So Nicholas Hoult, to a lot of people, will be the little boy from About a Boy with Hugh Grant, and a lot of people will sort of remember him from that. He's also Beast. He was also Beast in the X-Men movies, so when they were all younger. So great actor, great British actor. He's whatever he's in, he does really well in. So I thought he would make quite a good Gale. The other person I thought of was Finn Jones. So Finn Jones was Iron Fist in the live action version, or the Marvel series of that. If you haven't watched that, check it out. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure whether he would be able to pull it off, but he was brilliant. And I have had the pleasure of meeting Finn Jones. He was a really nice guy, a lot of time. And obviously I'll pop a picture of me and him together in this. So yeah, I wasn't sure who to choose out of the two, so I've put them both in. Now, number three, the next person on this list is Karlach. Now, this is going to be a bit of an interesting suggestion, and it'd be great to get your take on whether, you know, potentially this would work. And I've put down Adele, so the singer Adele, because with her, like, the mannerisms of Karlach, I felt are the same sort of mannerisms as what Adele has. She's very, I think the impression that I get from her is that she's very down to earth, it's quite hard to describe really, but I think Karlach and Adele would be a great partnership. So yeah, let me know what you think. The next one is Lae'zel, so the Githyanki warrior, and I've gone for Anya Taylor-Joy. So she's been in quite a few things. The last thing I saw her in was The Menu with Nicholas Hoult. And she was very good in that. The film was really weird and very strange, but she was really, really good in that. And I think she would make a great Lae'zel. She's got that facial look. She's also, you know, she's got the same sort of body physique as well. So I think that would be a fantastic one. The next one is Shadowheart. So I've gone for Alexandra Daddario. Again, another weird, you know, suggestion. And I don't know whether that's the black hair that's just naturally made me think of that or not. But I think she would be another great person to play Shadowheart. And then we've got Will. And I've gone for Chiwetel Ejiofor. So he was in 10 Years a Slave. He was also in Love Actually. And I think, again, he would make a great Will. I don't tend to put Will in my party when I play, just because he doesn't fit my dynamics for my group and stuff like that. But I think he would be a good company would for obviously the my opinions. And then we've got 4 others. So we've got Halsin. So Halsin is the druid that you go to rescue from the goblin camp. And I have gone with Nathan Fillion as Halsin. So I think, again, would be a great Halsin. An older actor, obviously people know him from Firefly, The Rookie. He was in the Suicide Squad. So he's done quite a lot of action stuff. And I think he would be really great as Halsin. I did toy with him. It was between him and the person I've got down for Minsk on who should be Halsin. But I think this is the better option. And then we've got Minthara. So you can actually recruit Minthara into your party if you go down the evil route and you don't kill her at the goblin camp. And you can actually recruit her when you go to Act 2. So again, spoilers. And I've gone for Hannah Waddingham. So obviously everyone knows Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso. Obviously she was in Game of Thrones. Obviously I've seen her in a few other things before that. She's got a fantastic voice. You ever hear her sing, You must do. She's got an amazing voice. And I really do think Hannah Waddingham would make a great Minthara, because she's slightly older, and yeah, great idea, I think. And then we've got Minsc. So all those who maybe have played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 will know Minsc from those original games. And I've gone for Dave Bautista. So obviously Guardians of the Galaxy. He's been in, I'm trying to think which Bond film he was in. Not Skyfall. I think it was in Spectre. Don't quote me on that. I haven't watched it in a while, but I'm sure it was Spectre. And you can see why I thought maybe he might have been a good Halsin fit, but I think for Minsc, the way he acts as a character, I think falls straight, especially if you tie him up with Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. You would think they were brothers, but that's what I would go for. And then lastly, Jaheira, again from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I've gone for a Swedish actor called Isabella Scorupco. So she was in GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan, and she was sort of the main female antagonist for that film, and she was really good in that. And I think with her Swedish accent, Jaheira has an accent. I think that would be an ideal companionship. So, I know I was going to split this into 2 videos, but you know what? I'm just going to do it as one, and then sort of mix it up, because there's a few other characters as well that are maybe not evil, and just shut up waffling, Wayne. Just get on with it. So we've also got Dame Aylin. So you'll come across Dame Aylin later on in Act 2, and I've gone for Natalie Dormer. I love Natalie Dormer. I won't lie. She's one person that I've been trying to meet for years. Obviously, Marjorie Tyrell from Game of Thrones. She was in The Tudors as Anne Boleyn. She's just fantastic actress, and that is just enough for me, really. And then we've got Isabel. Again, you'd meet at in the second act, and that's Lily James. So a lot of people would have seen her recently. If you have Disney Plus, is the story of Pam and Tommy. So she played Pamela Anderson, and it's the story of her and Tommy Lee. She was brilliant in that. She looked exactly like Pamela Anderson. You would have thought it was Pamela Anderson. She was that good. And I think she would be ideal for Isabel. And then we start going on to the more darker characters. So we've got Raphael next. And I have gone for Jude Law, because he has that suave demeanour about him, where he can be quite charming when he wants to be. If you watch Alfie, or even The Holiday, when he was in The Holiday, he was very charming in that. So I've gone for Jude Law for that one. And then we've got Mizora, and I've gone for Gillian Anderson. And I think Gillian Anderson could pull off Mizora to a T. I think she's got that acting range where she can be sort of very cocky, very persuasive, and even evil if need be. So I think she would be fantastic at that. And then we have got 2 other characters. So we've got Ketherick Thorne, and that was voiced by J.K. Simmons. So J.K. Simmons, as you probably a lot of people know as Joe Jameson from Spider-Man. So the editor of the Daily, what I need said Daily Planet. That's not the right one, but the newspaper that Peter Parker works at. He voiced that again, just like Neil Newbon. There couldn't be anybody else to do that role, really. He was just amazing. And the same with Enver Gortash. So Enver Gortash was voiced by Jason Isaacs. So Jason Isaacs, obviously from Harry Potter, for all your Harry Potter fans out there, he was in a film called, it escapes me, I will put it at the bottom of this video. It was Event Horizon, the horror film. Brilliant film, another brilliant film. So again, there couldn't be anybody else to play that apart from him, because again, he needs to be quite suave and cocky and evil, and he can do that. So yeah, they're definitely those two definitely fit into those roles. The next one is Orin. This was probably the last one that I actually picked, because I had about 3 or 4 different actresses in mind, and I really couldn't think which ones to go for. So I did a little bit of research, watched a few things with these people that I'd choose, and the best person I came across was Sydney Sweeney. I think she's relatively young. Orin, I would say, is very youngish, because I don't think her age is actually encountered in the game as such, but I think she would be fantastic as Orin, and definitely worth doing. Next one, Kithrak Voss, so the Githyanki General, and I've gone for Doug Jones. Now, a lot of people probably don't recognise Doug Jones when I show you a picture of his actual face, because he doesn't very often wear his normal face. He's normally in a lot of prosthetics. So he has done Hellboy. He was in, I can't think of the name of the film now, with I want to say something like The Edge of Water or something like that. Again, I can never remember these films half the time, but yeah, where he literally just wears prosthetics on every single thing he does. So that would be ideal for a Githyanki, or that prosthetic. Now the Emperor. So basically anybody can play the Emperor, because you're going to be either in heavy prosthetics or it's going to be CGI. But you need a voice. And I thought one of the greatest lovers of D&D is Vin Diesel, and I think he'd make a great Emperor. I know a lot of people hate him, think he's one of the world's worst actors, but as a D&D fan, I think he would jump at the chance if the opportunity arose, and if obviously commitments elsewhere obviously allowed. So why not? If he's a D&D fan, why would he not want to get involved? And then we've got, moving on, luckily there's only 4 more left. So we've then got Cazador. So same sort of lines as, or same sort of demeanour as like Jude Law, stuff like that. He's very persuasive, stuff like that. So I've gone for Richard E. Grant, great Shakespearean actor. Again, I think he would make a brilliant Cazador. So yeah, that's my thought on that. And then we've got Viconia Devere. So Viconia played a very brief cameo in Baldur's Gate 2 as the Drow warrior. And I've gone for ex-UFC star Paige Van Sant. She's no longer doing combative fighting. I know she did leave the UFC, went to try bare knuckle fighting. I don't think that paid off, and she's doing obviously a lot of podcasts and stuff like that, OnlyFans, as a lot of these people are now doing. But I think she'd be great on that. And then we've got Nine Fingers Keen, who is the leader of the Thieves Guild. And I've gone for Faye Marseille. So she was the waif in Game of Thrones. She was also in Andor, and played fantastic in both roles. She's done a few films. I've met her. She was really funny, and we had quite a laugh when I did meet her. So here's a photo of me with her. Yeah, I'd love to meet her again because she was great, you know. And that's probably, I'm looking at the photo now. It's actually one of my favourite photos that I have of guests that I've been lucky enough to meet. So, and then lastly, we got Duke Ravengard, and I've gone for Djimon Hounsou. So he has been in absolutely loads of things. So he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was in Blood Diamond. What else has he been on? I should say, mine's all over the shop today. So, but I wanted to get this video done so I could get it edited and get it out. So before they announce whether yes they're going to do it or who they're going to cast and stuff like that, as something else that I had planned has fallen by the wayside already because that person has already been cast in the role that I thought they were going to. So yeah, so Djimon Hounsou, great, another great actor. You know, all the people on this list that I've done, you know, obviously there are a few people on there that, you know, like Paige Van Zant's not really done much acting and stuff like that. But I think, you know, these would be ideal roles for these people. So let me know what you think. You know, I'd love to hear what you think. You know, are you playing the game at the moment? You know, well, let me know where you are. Who's your character play? You know, is it something you'd like to try? You know, I'd just love to hear from you. So that's it from this video. Thank you for taking the time. It's 22 minutes long. So I do appreciate, obviously, you sticking around to watch this. Stay safe, everybody. And until next time, Wayno out.